Warning! This is classified material. Please make sure to delete this audio log and any traces to its producer after listening. Greetings, fellow princeps and moderati. Let me welcome you to the small lecture on the thing that should not be, the Warlord Sinister Psi Titan. While you're listening, you can polish your god engine's armor panels, grab a glass of Amasec and rest your feet from a day full of work, or you can rework your Titan's internal cablings. We will go over the Warlord Sinister Psi Titans command terminal, the psychic upgrade and the psychic powers, the weaponry and the possible use on the battlefield for this engine of destruction. So, let us start. A Psi Titan is an extremely rare grade of Imperial Battle Titan that is capable of unleashing psychic weaponry, utilizing the powers of the Immaterium to defeat its foes. Psi Titans are only deployed by the unique Titan Legio of the Collegia Titanica, known as the Ordo Sinister. Only one class of Psi Titan is yet known to exist. A modified Warlord class chassis called the Warlord Sinister class Titan. The Warlord Sinister is only seen in small numbers before the onset of the Horus Heresy. However, rumors persisted at the time as to the existence of other prototypes and experimental patterns hidden even from the eyes of the Imperium's high officials. In the game of Adeptus Titanicus, the Warlord Sinister Psi Titan is a Warlord Titan chassis in regards to all its stats. It comes with a scale of 10, 685 points due to the psychic upgrades, got a command value of 3 up, ballistic skill 3 up, weapons skill 5 up, speed 4 inches boosted, 6 inches 1 or boosted 2 maneuvers, and 4 servitors on board. The Ardex Defensor cannons to get shots off on smaller enemies on short range. It got a plasma reactor of 7 holes and a void shield of 6 holes. The Warlord Sinister Psi Titan comes equipped with the Ariok Titan Claw and the Sinistramanus Tenebrae, the left hand of darkness, and must be paid to equip a carapace weapon. The carapace can be equipped like any Warlord with a paired turbo laser destructor, paired Gatling blasters, paired laser blasters, the Vulcan Megabolter array and the Apocalypse missile launcher. The Ariok Titan Claw can be switched out with a Bellicosa Volcano Cannon, Macro Gatling Blaster, Sun Fury Plasma Annihilator and the Mori Quake Cannon. If you wanna know the stats or the usage of those weapons, check out a brief look on Warlord Battle Titans. We will proceed with the Psychic upgrade. A Warlord Sinister Psi Titan got a psychic bubble around him of 10 inches, where every unit, friend or foe, subtract 1 from the command value, or Corrupted Titan subtract 2 from the command value. The psychic powers that a Warlord Sinister can channel are Necrothesia, Death Pulse, Quickening, or Antipathic Tempest, that are channeled like orders, but keep in mind, even if the strategy phase has ended for you due to a failed command check, you can channel a psychic power before the movement phase starts. If you fail the command check for the psychic ability, you got a psychic malfunction table of a D10, which results are the following. You cast a 15-inch bubble of stillness around your Psi Titan, which removes any orders that are issued so far and prevent every Titan within this range to get an order in this round. Corrupted Titans are not afflicted. You can psychically overload the Titan. That results in a +1 to all subsequent dice rolls on this table. You can channel the Choir of the Damned so that the Titan cannot be activated in the subsequent movement phase or in the next strategy phase. You can get a psychic backlash that the Titan suffers a critical damage to its head, or the backlash can be that hard that the Psi Titan cannot channel any psychic powers or activate Psi trait weaponry for the remainder of the game, which removes the most potential of this class. The psychic powers are Necrotithia, that is kind of an emergency repair order. You add 1 to the Servitor clades, so the Warlord Sinister got 5 Servitors with Necrotithia, and you add 1 to the result of each dice, like on the emergency repair. The twist is that you can also recover lost structure points on a 5-up, but keep in mind that you cannot repair Psi trait weaponry with Necrotithia, and you can only activate your God Engine in the movement phase or the combat phase this round. Death Pulse is an ability that is activated in the movement phase. The Titan cannot move or turn, but gives off a psychic blast of 8 inches with the following profile: 1 dice, no strength due to the warp trait. Death Pulse attacks hit automatically, bypass void shields due to the warp thing, and inflict randomly structure points or even critical hits on a random location. If you're surrounded by enemies, maybe this is the way to get rid of them. Quickening is channeled and activated in the movement phase and feels kinda like a charge order, but you can move up to your boosted speed and up to your boosted maneuvers, and after this movement is done, you can pick a weapon without the Psi trait and make an attack with it. So it's kind of a hybrid between charge order, regular movement and first fire, cause you can activate a weapon that doesn't have to be a melee trait weapon or a smash attack like on the charge order, and you can fire 1 weapon in the movement phase, but after movement. Very interesting to get your Psi Titan closer to the enemy and get a shot off in this phase. The last psychic power is the Antipathic Tempest, which is a long-range earthquake-like ability that is activated in the movement phase. Your Warlord cannot move or make any turns, and then you pick a point on the table that a Titan can see, no range determined, and from this point, in a 3-inch radius, there is a 1 dice strength 8 traits concussive Psi and Quake attack. This attack hits automatically, passes void shields due to the Psi trait, and due to concussive and Quake, slows your enemy and switch him around. Knights, if they are hit, lose their order. So this is the psychic power to go if you want to harass your enemy. Now, up to the weaponry that is most iconic for this god engine, the Sinistramanus Tenebrae, the left hand of darkness. This one is an up to 120-inch weapon with 3 dice, a strength of 10, the beam (1) Psi and taxing traits in the front arc, and it got no point value cause you pay with the Warlord Sinister upgrade points for this weapon already. So regarding the traits, the Psi trait determines that the weapon bypasses void shields, and on corrupted Titans or corrupted Knights, the strength is increased by 2. The taxing trait determines that you roll the reactor die after the weapon's attack is resolved, and if you got the machine spirit on this weapon, you roll on the psychic manifestation table with a d6, or with a d10 if a corrupted titan is within 6 inches of your Warlord Sinister. The beam trait is the most interesting in my opinion, cause you target an enemy. Then you draw a 1 mm wide line from your weapon to the enemy's base closest point, and the weapon hits automatically with its 3 dice in this case. You can make target attack with this weapon to this closest enemy, and if the enemy is killed by this attack, the beam goes further on this straight line to the next possible target and hits this target automatically too. But you cannot make targeted attacks on this one. You reduce your dice value by the number within the brackets of the beam trait, so in this case by 1. So the first target is hit by 3 attacks of strength 10. The second target would be attacked by 2 of strength 10, and if this one is destroyed, the beam goes even further to the next possible target with 1 attack of strength 10. And the next target that could be hit, there are no attack dice left, so there is no further effect. I think this weapon is the most dangerous of the Warlord Sinister Titan, because due to good positioning of your Titan and the quickening ability to get even in better positions for a round, you can wreak havoc among any enemy and every Titan class from Warhound to Reaver and maybe to the Warbringer Nemesis Titan due to the relatively low armor values of those machines. So, what is the battlefield role and the use of a Warlord Sinister Psi Titan in the game of Adeptus Titanicus? I think it is a fun narrative addition to any battle force which can terrify your enemy. Keep in mind that this god engine maybe stays away from your titans due to this psychic nerf bubble around it. And maybe keep in mind that the psychic backlash can cripple your Warlord Sinister. But if you keep this in mind, you can have much fun with those machines. How it should be equipped, I am not sure the slightest. I think the Sinistramanus Tenebrae and Claw loadout is mandatory due to the points cost, and the carapace is something around the Apocalypse missile launcher like on every Warlord Titan, or maybe if you want to get some punch, the paired laser blasters, or the paired turbo laser destructors if you don't want to get the -1 modifier on the long ranges. But keep in mind that this is due to my personal taste of getting Warlords close to the enemy. In my brief look on a Warlord Battle Titan, you maybe recognize I mentioned that the Night Gaunt class is my favorite one. If you want to keep your Warlord Sinister back, just switch out the Ariok Power Claw against a long-range weapon like the Bellicosa Volcano or maybe the Mori Quake Cannon to get him more on a budget. I don't think the Macro Gatling Blast and the Sun Fury Plasma Annihilator is a good pick to switch out the Claw, cause you need to get at 24 inches at least, and the Sinistramanus Tenebrae got a really long range where you benefit the most of the range of 60 or 72 for Bellicosa or Mori Quake Cannon, and in this loadout there is only the Apocalypse missile launcher to strip enemy void shields, I think. So there are 2 loadouts or battlefield roles I can think of. The Ariok Titan Power Claw one, the close quarter combats Night Gaunt like one, and the Artillery Warlord Sinister, like the Artillery Warlord, but added with the psychic abilities. Have you fielded a Warlord Sinister Psi Titan, or your enemy brought one on the table? Or do you want to see one of those beasts in the upcoming battle report of Team Titanicorn? Let us know in the comments below. If you want to support our effort to bring you the best Adeptus Titanicus content on the whole internet, consider leaving a like, a comment, or even support us over there at Patreon. Link is in the video description, Patreon/Titanicorn, to get the benefit of a live pick feed while we are recording a battle report, early access, and the possibility to influence our content. Now all is set. Keep in mind that this information is highly classified, and we see us in the next video. Till then, keep on wargaming!